Pop in theirs. Go for a little day out with them. Kim, Emma 66, nice one. Lobby to hook up with the living legend. You know that Cyberbat. Train tracks are weird, aren't they? Why didn't he just put wheels on the fucking trains? Isn't it? Why haven't he just put wheels on the fucking trains, mate? Instead of all this shit. Yes, Liverpool 24, mate, you're good. They do have wheels. Don't know, do they? Yes, Greg. I didn't know that, lad. I thought they had something like things that keep them stuck to the metal. You know, like a hook. And go perhaps if they would have used them other things instead of fucking wheels, then it'd be better, wouldn't it? So they've made them and then fucking put wheels on them. What's all that about? Faster, says Liverpool. I know they're the fastest object in the world. The fastest thing in the world. Doesn't matter how you look at it. The fastest thing in the world is cylinder. Even with the speed of light, it's pushing out in circles. So if you had a propeller that was going like that, you wouldn't go nowhere. But because you've got a propeller that goes like that, you go everywhere. Fastest thing in the world is our lass with my bank card. Well, your lass can't be replaced. Well, she can, but your money can. If you know what I'm saying. Little bit of vitamin D on the nose area. Speed of words. That's it. Out around mouth. Jimmy Jacob. Look how fast that car goes. Why? Because it's got round circles on it. Look how fast that torpedo's going. Why? Because it's got a round circle propelling it. Look how fast that football can go. Why? Because it's round. Straight up, mate, everything round is the best form of fucking... Yes, user, Marnie Moo, Jimmy Jacob, Shell. Doesn't matter how you look at it. Tennis ball, tennis racket. Bill Cosby saying UTFT. What's the most powerfulest numbers in the world? What's the most powerfulest numbers in the world? They reckon it's 33, don't they? If you turn them round and put them together, what have you got? 2 circles. Like a figure 8. TLC, Carmad saying zeros, 8. Yes, Tasman. Anyway, you started this conversation off, Liverpool L24. Don't worry, you'll all get one of them when you lose your body fat. Everyone's got one. Lose the fat off your face and shit and you'll see your true, what you look like. Have you heard we can no longer have more than 1 glass of Coke from Nando's restaurants? Well, have you seen what's happening in them gaffs? You'll get someone who'll go in, pay for 1 meal, and then walk out with fucking 10 bottles of Fanta, as if they've been in the supermarket. So they're probably fucking percent is 2 circles, there you go. 1%, 2%, 3%, 4, 5%, 6%, 7% more. All mad shit's gonna start getting control now. Watch when then these ID cards come in. You won't be able to go in a shop and buy shit in that. Why? Because you'll need your ID card, and when you swipe your ID card, it'll say you're only allowed certain things because of your health. If you're a diabetic and you're going in there to buy a Mars bar, no, you're not. It's the way it is, the way it works in jails. So what they've done in jails with these ID cards was just give the ID cards to everyone and said, don't worry about them, you don't need them for nothing. So everyone just had an ID card in prison for nothing, for like 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and then all of a sudden, someone went missing when they were going to the gym. So now you need to bring your cards to the gym. It's exactly what they're going to do out here. Give you 6 months and then say you need it for your benefits, you need it for your dental appointments, you need it for your job opportunities, all sorts. You'll go into a Garrett, you go into a Tesco's or a Aldi or a Morrison's. Why? Because it's the same corporates, same firm at the top of the chain, and you'll have to produce your card to buy your fucking. And if your medical thing's all attached to it and you're a diabetic or mad shit like this, you won't be able to buy shite. It's the same in prison. Exactly the same in prison, lah. I keep on telling you, they roll it out in prison, test it, and then bring it into society. Why? Because society is just one big massive prison. Siobhan, stuff their bread card. You can't. How can you stuff it? Look, when you never got your jab? When you never signed up for your jab, what happened to you? Exactly the same tactic. Exactly the same strategy. Oh, look at the flag. Broadbury, Roby, Highton, Bristol, Lincoln Park, Kentucky, St Helens Central, Garden. You see it? Within Northwestern, Exton, there. Preston, Kirkland, Union Jack flag. Lady Lexa in Preston. Is that where you're from, me, Preston? Oh, it's quite rammed on here now for this train to London. Everyone going to the NFL like they know it. How can you be from Liverpool and enjoy? How can you be from Liverpool and like American football? Doesn't seem fucking right, that, does it? You're from Liverpool, but you don't live here. Is 30 grand saved at 20 decent? Depends what you're doing. Depends on what you're earning. If you're earning 100 grand in 5 years and you've only managed to save fucking 30, you're a dickhead, aren't you? Let's have it right. But if you've managed to... I think these two people are recognising me and they're discussing each other where I'm Darren Gee. I've seen his face somewhere. I think he's a telly pundit. Him there with the black coat on. He's got glasses on. I don't want to show him, but he looks like I've seen him on the telly or something. Punditry, some sort of stuff for. Move, la, says Lottie. Move from where? So if you've got 30 grand, lad, what are you investing in? Don't trade. Go into a shit place somewhere and buy a building for 20 grand. Do it up with 10. Rent a flat house upstairs. Make the bottom into whatever the fuck you want. Trust me, lads, that's the money. That's where the dough is. You will go to a place like fucking some little shit town, Blackpool, not it, like a little town in Blackpool or a little town somewhere, buy yourself that shop for 20 grand, spend 5.5 on it, and just sit on it. The flat upstairs, renting out every month for $450, that'll pay your rent on your mortgage. So you get your 30 bags, you go and get a property for 20, rig it up, make it into food underneath the bottom shop. Food, always food. Why? Because everyone needs food. It's a business that will never go out of fucking business if you get it in the right place with the right footfall. So if you get the right people that can walk past your shop and it's food, you're going to make money. So then upstairs, you might make it into a flat. The rent off that flat and the rent off the shop, you can rent two of them. I'd keep the shop though and get it open. But the flat upstairs, you just pay the mortgage off with that. Get a mortgage. And that the rent off that flat for years is just going mortgage, mortgage, mortgage. 20 years down the line, lad, 30 years down the line, you've got that property that's gone up in value. And your house is paid for. Happy fucking days, lad. Yes, B. Nah, I wouldn't rent in Blackpool. Someone will. You mightn't. Someone definitely will. Doesn't matter what you get these days, people are going to rent it off you. People are going to live in it. Yes, Jan. Look, if I would have got out and got the lump sum that my brother robbed me for, you'd see me now. You'd see me with all mad fucking all over the gaff. But I just got robbed for me dough. So just fuck all you can do until you get a nice lump sum. And when I get a lump sum, I'll do exactly what I've just told you to do. Exactly the same thing. It's what I was doing in 2000s. Exactly the same thing. I had 4 properties. Give them to me brother. Got out, got robbed. It's fuck all you can do. Just got to take it on the chin. Do you know how hard that is? You know when you've trusted your fucking brother all your fucking life and you've gone to jail for double figures and you've given close to $250,000 or more. That's cash. That's without the property. And you get out the other side and got fucking nothing off them. Mad. Heartbreaking them, mate. You know when it's your brother, if it was a fucking mate, easy, just brush it off. You know when it's a brother, wow. The one that you fucking looked after all his life, got him to where he is, pushed the money in his favour, told him he didn't have to graft, didn't have to get his hands dirty or nothing. Rat lad. But it is what it is. I don't wish karma on him. He's lost the powerful brother that he once had. That's it. And he'll be sitting there on a regular, thinking all the time, wanting to be with me, wanting me to be in his company, and he hasn't got it. It's his own fucking fault, mate. Like I say, people, money can break you. Money can turn your wife against you. Money can get your best mate to set you up to be shot fucking dead. I know. How are you, Leslie? Jazbo? Johnny McGrain? Alicia Brooks? Respect needs to be earned, always. Always. The respect you're feeling out there today that's not earned is fear. Fear's not respect, mate. Drug dealers have got that fear respect. They haven't got that good man respect. They take it instead of earning it. You get what I'm saying? They make you scared. If you don't let on, they look at you funny. You've got to be polite. This is all demanding respect. It's not like earned respect. Like what I was understanding it now. See the way I'm screaming, choose a life, not a knife everywhere. And I'm doing my best to keep kids away from gangs. That's all I'm screaming about. I earn respect for that. Proper respect. Off every type of man. Not your little criminal or your fighter. The father, the granddad, the son. That's who I get respect off, lad. I don't even know. That's who I get respect off, lad. I don't even know I've got it. I don't even know I've got it. But I see the appreciation in people when they're speaking to me.
11 Trans-Pennine Express service to Newcastle. Call it Lee Green, Newton the Willows, Manchester Victoria, Brickhouse, Dewsbury, Leeds, York, Northampton, Darlington, Durham.
You can have friends and money, but never have true friends. It wasn't me OBE. To be honest with you, mate. If you've got money, it's very hard to have friends.
Chester Street.
How are you, Pinky Paula?
Platform 3, Overhead 11 Trans-Pennine Express, service to
I hope the weather doesn't fuck the trains up. Shavon saying I miss London. Daz, where you going? London. Yes, Sarah. Tanya Lee. Well, Birmingham I'm going, lad. But I might pull off on the way there. I think I'm going to, because the weather was quite bad this morning, but now it's like the sun's shining and the wind's good with the sun. I like that. So true, money is the devil. Money's man-made. Of course it's the devil. Anything that's man-made helps the devil, doesn't it? I'd rather sit with nothing. Peace of mind. When you've had it, you don't appreciate it anyway. That's why you lose it. Next time I get it, trust me, I'll fucking appreciate every fucking penny. Once you've had it, you can get it again. Easy. You'll see me now in the next 10 years. Let's get into the year 2026. Start my new 10-year plan. In June, on the 21st of June next year, I've been free from crime, free from prison, free from drug abuse, free from everything for straight 10 years. Haven't earned money off crime, haven't lived off crime, haven't associated with people of crime. It's fucking boss, that, you know. 10 years. You've seen what I've gone through most of these, haven't you? Homeless, bed sit after bed sit after bed sit, attacks on me life. Mental health getting attacked by these big rich criminals all the time. So I'm one of them that will be a success. And once this first 10 year, I've set a 10-year plan up before I got out of jail. So the 10-year plan I'm about to complete basically. The only thing I never done, well I did do, I got my job, but then lost my job. Got laid off my job, so now, who I am now, I can't even get a 9 to 5. So the only thing I haven't done in my last 10 years is secure my driving licence. And I was on that flow a few times, but they just come in and knock you off your path. But I don't really need car, I like travelling on transport, to be honest. It's good, keeps you grounded, keeps you humble when you're travelling public transport, because you see every type of person. You'll see the rich, you'll see the poor, you see the adequate, you'll see the inadequate. You see the intelligent, you'll see the non-intelligent. On public transport, you get it all, mate. When you're in your car, yes, Paul and Sonny, when you're in your car, you don't see nothing, you don't see no one, you just... It's good, like, if you want to stay solitary, but if you want to stay humble, connected, public transport does it. Yes, Jojo, Paul and Sonny. It's not people watching, lad, it's networking. Without you understanding it. Depends how you feel. Like, I can get on a train and feel it. I can get on a carriage and walk past someone and go, something positive, something weird, something not right. Feel it all, it's weird. Yes, Liverpool are 00XKXO. And it's not because what's happened over the years, because I've been very hyper vigilant. I pick up on things you don't. So because I've been hyper vigilant, consistent, you're only meant to go hyper vigilant in times of danger. But I've been hyper vigilant for years. So because I'm hyper vigilant for years and years and years, I pick up on little mad vibes that yous will never do. Like micro indications in the body movements and the way they're looking, the way they're speaking, the way they're thinking sometimes, but it's not the way they're thinking. I can get on people mid-manipulation. Yous get on them afterwards. you understand what I'm saying to you? And that's all down to being hyper-vigilant. You know, where people are trying to shoot me dead all the time. I've had pure attempts on my life and this, and I've just got to be like... It's not paranoid, because you've got two types of paranoia. You've got paranoia in the reality of things, and then you've got paranoia in the delusional of things. So look at me, people call me paranoid. It's not paranoid, it's hypervigilance. Why? Because I've got legitimate reasons where people have tried to shoot me dead, and there's people still plotting right now as I'm on this live to try and coffin me and shoot me dead. So my vigilance comes from a real angle. I'm not sitting there like a coke sniffing fucking rat on the kitchen window thinking there's plot all over the place with firearms. That's delusional. That's the drugs. Sniffing the drugs fucked them up, made them delusional. Do you understand? It's not an interesting way to live, lads. It's just the way I've got to live. It's not like I chose this way. You can choose how you are. You can't really choose how you be, if that makes sense. How are you, CK? Jan? Lisa J Mold? I need to get on this train before it's fucking too rammed, mate. Didn't expect it to be this rammed. How are you, Bella? Anyway, without you understanding it, you've just helped me pay for this train ticket. Are you taking us to London? Sure I am, mate. I might call in Manchester though.
This train is
Lower Broughton. Fucking risky there, innit? Donald Trump saying Shisha, Lauren Amy, David, Stephen,
was already crippled by an economic crisis,
Jenny,
drought, and malnutrition.
Mark, he's all good. Boo,
This is what life looks like now.
Paula, I'm Sammy,
Some who
Lady Emma, Shisha, Donald Trump sightseer.
Ajiva married at 10 years old. She went on to have 10 children. 5 of them died in the quake.
Not all of them were my children. They were all beautiful. The youngest one, everyone loved her.
Afghanistan's fucked.
She was so...
Gajay Mara,
Now,
that's on purpose,
everyone
that.
will dream of
Carl, my brother,
home. With a
Cameron
home.
McClure.
We don't know how
Look.
to live without her.
Killed alongside
What? Do you think they can't do it?
7-year-old Wali Khan.
What do you think they can't fuck with the weather?
Twins, Razima and Nasreen.
Man.
And 13-year-old
Yes, Carl, my brother, Cameron.
Sia survived, but her mother said...
Daz, have you been in the packet, lad? Been in your mar, lad?
A single word.
Little dirt stain.
This is a collective trauma. And now
Your mar's a
we're
dirt,
staring
lad.
down the
Get
barrel
out me live.
of
You
very
stink of it.
cold winter.
We don't have anything for
What is one, Hamza?
the snow is coming.
How come you coming in on a
Our
fake name?
children are living in tents.
Little right
They are
winger.
lying in the dirt.
Coming in like you're
We
Asian.
don't have any shelter
Get out.
for the future. Everything we had is destroyed.
Here for a boutique, you good?
That these people are hugely exposed.
Ignore the trolls, my people.
They'll make it through the winter. Cordelia Lynch, Sky News, Kunar
You
Properties.
got Apple users saying Darren Gee the goat. I'm not a goat, mate. Do you know what a goat represents?
This is the news hour. Coming up, it's a busy day in the Premier League as the pressure continues to
It's the reason it's got fucking thorns on its head, mate.
And Nottingham Forest.
So let's get rid of you. How dare you insult me such a
What do
way?
you value? You value more than what's
I'm in a mood, people.
You value
Don't
giving
fuck
them a
with
little
me on
more
this live.
every day. You value waking up to a smile. We value all the good that
I'm in a fucking mood.
giving you more to value at every step.
How are you, Joanne?
Real food.
Here for a boutique, Tezza picking.
That speaks for itself.
Sonia Byrne saying evil.
Little.
Do you think I'm evil? Of course I'm evil. Jenna D. Tara felt evil last night. Delboy. Bonnie the Brave. Sammy. OG, no one good, Shadow Stephen. How are you, lad? Some fucking profile name that, mate, isn't it? Oh God, no. Oh God, no one God, Shadow Stephen back. Fuck. Where are you from, lad? Irish fella, Cassie, Claire, only Caroline, Liverpool L24. Hope you well, lad. Gadji Mare, reposted. Thought I just blocked you. Oh, you reposted me. Probably send me to one of his boys to get me trolled for the next fucking 6 months. Yes, Liverpool L24 FC, Bad Barbie, The Only Way Is Joe. How are you, mate? How are you, England, Norfolk? What are you on about, lads? Where are you from, Japan or something? You just Googled fucking Liverpool or something like that, or whatever. Carmad, Born Milan 2, Forza Milan. What's that mean? What's that mean? I'm even talking weird, aren't I? I'm just getting better.
Just like they are today.
That's all it is, just getting better.
But who will be there for them tomorrow? They will rely
Jamie, why are you tagging yourself in my live? You're trying to poach followers, lad. This is what you're on. Is this how you're moving, lad? Is that why you've got that man bag strapped around your fucking neck?
because your name will appear on the side of a lifeboat. So, once you've looked after your loved ones, please protect the lifeboat for
Jen Faye the block.
to gifts and wills. Thank you.
Don't block me, Jen Faye. Yes, how cool,
Your
lad.
first line of defence against
I'm just tired. We've been awake for like touching many hours now.
Pronamel Active Shield toothpaste.
Many.
Enamel defence.
Wish death upon me.
24-hour cavity protection.
How are you, sheesh?
Pronamel Active Shield toothpaste.
What are you laughing at, sheesh?
Yeah, Mr. Prince business.
Just me's became a team member. That's right, lad.
We print your brand on everything, so customers can never.
Mark Macmillan's in. How are you, mate? Snabaki Chaban's just locked on. It's going down, Snabaki Chaban. How come you've locked on? I'm good, Daz. Sound. Playing low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. So don't let her go, lad. Don't go to jail. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. So don't fucking let her go, soft lad. Stop committing crime. Whoa, 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 whoa. How are you, Lauren? Just me, Sue, Catherine. That's what happens to you, lad. The love of your life, you lose it. Shisha 81, Caveman.
Moshi, thank you so much for joining us.
Just me.
Look, we've kind of been there.
Charlie knows, don't you, girl?
Nobody wants to be over.
Charlie knows.
But do you get the sense that this?
He's right, Catherine.
That there is something now that
Chrissy.
are slightly different.
How are you, Ali? Lewis Hamilton.
To the release of your brother-in-law and the other hostages.
Thank you, Barbara.
I know when you're high, when you're feeling low.
The Jewish community in the UK.
Public announcement. Public announcement. The stalker's not seeing his kids because the social services are all over him. Ding ding. Yeah, Snacky Chan, do you like that, lad? A little bit of improvisation with the bell end.
However, it does seem like this is a bit different.
Let me introduce you to the bell end. We like to call him the stalker. Every time the bell end comes into the picture, you know we're having fun. Why? Because we've got the stalker by the neck. How are you, Amy? Nikki? Lucy? Malone? Nice one, man. Got El Loco Malik saying, remember me? Oh, yeah. Call yourself that as someone from fucking Mexico, lad. Why the fuck would I remember you? El Salvador Maldi. Fuck off, lad. Fucking leg it. Get out me live. Careful now, lad. Oh, where we go? We got another Arnold. We got another Arnold. What are you, lad? Are you hard? huge as a hard lad.
Two others whose status is unknown. And
Lucy, nice one that.
the rest,
Tessa Picken, Emma Malone.
seized by the
How are you,
Monday,
B?
October the 7th.
Sean Wright said, Calnach UK fella.
He's alive, that he's holding
First one that shouted it, mate.
and if it depends on him, he will return home to my sisterly shy, and there are two and you see one of them in the screen there.
It's on the filter that anyway.
Again, in reality,
That's what I mean, you're right, Calnach, it gets filtered.
said timing is of the essence.
I haven't put it on the filtered fucking list, have I?
Might mean for
So they must be doing it. It's where people be. So what happened years ago when I started Choose a Life, Not a Knife? I could splash it everywhere, and then all of a sudden I couldn't. So we had a poster in the back with Choose a Life, Not a Knife on it. I'd get a warning.
They need to negotiate now, conclude all the details.
Mad, I was getting all warnings. Even just hashtagging it.
Releasing all the hostages within the
Mad.
first 72 hours.
Switched on me in like 4 years. That's why I changed it to Calnach.
understand you actually moved there just before the October 7th.
I believe it was the fucking.
I suppose that you
I just always believe it's Merseyside police.
Citizen, what have you made of President
Or someone
Trump's
above,
involvement
you know, who's
in
able to
his
dictate what you're allowed to do.
Some kind of resolution.
Yes, I moved to New York shortly before that.
That's why I've started calling it Calnach.
And with a relapse.
I say Calnach UK, but it's Calnach.
Days before, and then moved here.
Because we're going through a madness at the time as well, you know, this Ayanaki shit. And the word just came Calnach. So I just stick with it.
Since I
You know it as Calnach UK, but I say it's Calnach.
He invited us family
Calnach.
members used to be at the White House countless times. He instructed his cabinet members.
That's why you see Calnach, you know, instead of fucking Choose a Life, Not a Knife everywhere.
He made
You know, like on the.
that we don't have. We're not.
I put it on these,
Optimistic about the prospects.
but you see it up here,
How
see.
complex it is because he is maneuvering between so many different interests.
So you just move the gap.
Prime Minister.
Move the gap.
But at the same time, he made sure that we can relay our message. And our message has been since day one of this conflict. We have to prioritize the return of the hostages over any other objective. The hostages are the key to ending this terrible war, and they're the key as well to see an end to the bloodshed and hopefully an end to Hamas authoritarian Islamic State in Gaza. I think this framework President Trump laid out is the most promising one I've seen from any other international leader, and I'm happy he built a coalition that can back it up. Now we're waiting for Hamas to actually agree what is in the framework, disarm, disband.
What's that fucking Netanyahu playing that now? Do you think the West is like, what do you think's happening there? Do you think everyone else doesn't know what's going on and he's just going, fuck you, who do you think you are? 2 years? Or do you reckon it's just coming to the light who the fuck runs the world right now? Let's have it right. Who else could do that? Who else can do what that Netanyahu's doing, mate? Go on, who? You tell me one world leader that wouldn't be getting bombed already. You can't. Why? Because them fuckers run the world. They've got everything. They've got everyone in the pocket. They must have. It's not even they've got everyone in the pocket. They just, behind the scenes, they own the sovereignty of every country. Ends off. And that's just the way it is. And you need to face the fucking facts. You can scream and shout all you want. They're like the governor. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're in a Cat A prison, they're like the top fucking governor. Below him, you've got all these little elements. It's horrible because of what they're doing, but it's fucking. You've got to face the facts. You've got to face the fucking facts, mate. Think about it. If any other Prime Minister, world leader, was doing that, what would happen? Look, you've got Russia with Ukraine, but that's nothing. That's nothing like what's going on there. And just the way you had Hamas doing, why have us in the community got to just like try and solve murders for the police. It's fucking mad, mate. But let's get back onto this story and let's stop going offline because it's an important one. This, you've got a young man shot dead, and we can't just like talk about it like it's a fucking done and dusted fucking case, because it's not. None of them are. There's fucking loads of unsolved murders and none of them are done and dusted. The only people that can solve them are us, the communities. You need to understand the label of grass was placed amongst us. It's a continuing cycle with the grass shouts all over the fucking place. It was deliberate. It was deliberate. They probably made the first grass that came into a fucking existence. Do you understand what I'm saying? But even that, you know, I can remember like 2 years ago, and all of a sudden I'm seeing on the media, you've got national broadcasting companies using the phrases snitching grass, and people get hurt if they grass on people. And this is what they're saying on news broadcasting. You know, strengthening the word, making the public think, fuck that, I can't fucking sell on him. It's like they all worked on it, you know, so you just keep it in house and fucking destroy each other with it. Look how locked in you are with that. You can't grass out. You're fucked. Half of you are sitting there persecuted and you can't say shit because of this shout. It's deliberate. You know, you've got fucking rats calling the dad of that young girl that's just been fucking ruined in some fucking club somewhere a grass. You've got brothers calling the little brothers snitches because he told his man he was smoking drugs, writing him off, bullying him and that. Do you get what I'm saying? Just discrediting loyalty and bloodlines and all this. Grass what? Fucking them off like that. It's what grass does, lad. It's purposeful what they've done. You know, you've got to start getting away from the frightened aspect of it. Because if you don't start supporting your community, you won't fucking have one. If you don't start helping these mothers and these families who are in distress because the sons have been shot fucking dead, things are going to get 10 times fucking worse. Could be your son in 5 years. How old's your kid? Your kid now? What happens if it's him in 10 years? A lot of you young women out there who are dating these dirty little drug dealing fucking scumbags have a lot of pillow talk with them. You know, what you know? Doesn't matter if it's this murder or past murders, what you know? Are you living with it? Has he moved on next to his next little bang? Now you're living with his dirty secret. Does it not bother you? Is it not making you drink? Is it not making you smoke weed? Because you know this mad shit? Have you not even got to that space yet where you're thinking about your life and the shit you know? Because when you realise this shit, it's going to hit home. When you realise this shit, it's going to hit home and the guilt. Sorry about that, people. Yes, Al Perry, Tony Elvis, Charlene, Craig, Charlie, Lauren Amy, Melissa, Northern Shop, Julie Payne, Tutu, Nat. Anyway, some of you will understand the narrative. This isn't my narrative now, let's just focus on it. I'll start again, isn't it? So you just get the full detail. For you people that are interested, some of you might be listening now. You need to question yourself if the only reason you're coming forward is for fucking 20 grand. You need to look inside yourselves. Honest, you should be doing it for the good of the world. Without justice, there's no peace. Ever. And if that dynamics is spread, another murder, not solved, another murder, not solved, another murder, not solved, another murder, not solved. There's just no peace nowhere in the city for years. It's like a frequency, it's like a bad vibe. Strength. Think about all the mothers. There's fucking loads. There's mothers whose heads are fucking destroyed because the kids are in jail. Most of these mothers whose kids are being blasted, I've got friends whose fellas are in jail. I've got cousins who date criminals that's been in and out of jail. Loads of these young lads that are getting blasted. Loads of the fucking people you know, they're in and out of jail, they're involved in a mad life. Do you understand what I'm saying? The kids that are getting shot dead are involved in families that are not organised crime group families, but they've got a daughter or a cousin that's linked to this fucking lad and she's had babies to him or something. So it just spread right across. The lads that have killed this Alex Cox are known. Right, so understand this then. I don't know. I'm just saying what every situation goes like in the city, and I've been screaming at you for fucking ever. You're all known to each other. You all start getting on a little bit of graft. The graft makes you fucking split in little areas. These are doing this, yous are doing that. What yous are doing spreads yous. He's developed this little envy because that's what drug dealing does to yous. They're smashing it, we're not. Cheeky bastards, them leaving us. We ain't like that, but that's how it ends up. Now you've got this faction here and a faction there. Once they were chilling, playing five-a-side footy, or doing whatever the fuck they were doing. Now they're fucking hating on each other. Why? Drug dealing. That's all it is. Drug dealing. It could be a bird, but the bird hasn't started it. It's the drug dealing that started it. The birds just let it go, boom, it's on now, disrespectful bastard. But it's always the ego from the drug dealers that's creating this shit. The point I'm making, this Ellison that probably knew the kids that fucking blasted them. Just like I knew the fellas that tried to kill me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just like them kids off Canny Farm that knew them kids that blasted him in the back. Just like that lad in Iton that knew that kid from down here that slaughtered him and got himself lifed off. Yous know each other. We know each other. You live a mile from each other. You're running round shooting each other. What? Drugs. And as soon as people fucking grasp where the damage has come to our communities, oh, it's just stressful talking about it. You need to know the full impact of drugs. And a lot of people's made money off it. A lot of people's got business now off it. A lot of people are running businesses for drug dealers off it. You've got fucking multi-millionaires in Liverpool that are just rotten fucking drug dealers buying up all sorts of shit and giving it out to cousins and this and this and this, which the money, the wages, the business thing secures their loyalty. It's like a fucking poison. It's like a rash. The longer they exist, the worse it's getting. It's what it is. The longer they're existing, the worse the city's getting. Think about how much money from the city gets wasted on drugs. Think about how much, fuck the money. Look at how much life, look how much existence is being destroyed through drugs. On every walk of life. Doesn't matter if you're legit. Your daughter's at risk and your sons are at risk from drugs. Before anything else in society, your kids are more at risk from drugs. And once they've touched drugs, that's it, they're fucked. Honest. Once your kid touches drugs, they're fucked. You can't just have one go once you're broke. Once you've gave up and give in to whatever was making you go there. You know, normally your best mate or your mates, peer pressure. Making you want, oh, go on, just have a go with us. Come on, you'll be safe, everything will be alright. You break it that, no. And eventually, you cave, you go with it. That's it, you're on a mission. Everyone know. Everyone. And if you were honest as adults, if yous were honest as adults, you know what fucked yous. You know what's made your life difficult, and the only even yous legit people, the only thing that's made your life unbearable sometimes is the substances. Drugs has created murder after murder after murder after murder in the city of Liverpool, city of Manchester, city of Birmingham, city of Newcastle, everywhere. Everywhere. Look, if you didn't have murders related to drug crime or drug dealing, you'd probably have 90% less. No bullshit, mate. Honest. How many murders have we had in our city in the last 10 years? I don't know. Let's say we were getting 2 a year at one point. 3 sometimes. So let's just say, without knowing, we've had 20 murders in Liverpool in 10 years. And out of them 20, 18, let's say 15, have been linked, and definitely are linked, to drug dealing and organised crime groups. They're running around your cities like serial killers, but not getting classed like a serial killer. Again, these kids that are letting these shots off don't know what they're fucking doing. You know, look at little Sam. Was that his name? Sam Rimmer. Young lad. Got shot in Bootle. No, from Bootle, but got shot in Dingle. Just went up there, I believe, spent time with these lads who we knew, just amongst this little crowd, mixing with them. I'll talk about that in a minute after this Alex Cox one. I'll get his information up and we'll start going through a few unsolved murders, isn't it? Until I get a restriction. Sam Rimmer. So basically, a member of the Vaughan family, the Kinahan family, basically. A member of one of their family has cut some kids up and threatened them and shit. And Sam's been stood with that kid's group of friends. And this other group that he's done shit to with his blade and that, have sought revenge and come looking for this member of the Vaughan family who are living in Scotland now. You know, the Kinahans. So they've come to get him. But let shots off, you know, in a shit house way from a distance. And it's got the young kid, Sam Rimmer. Young lad, 20, not in his area. Up here to see these mates who he knew from college or work or something like this. Decent young lad. That shit house rat that used the blade and caused it all. He fucked off to Scotland. Training in the same gym as James English. Getting photos with James English. Buzzing. Yep. Got photos and all. They're all there. You know, I'm not lying. That's facts. That's facts of the case, that. She's got no one talking. Them lads know who it was. Them kids stood there with Sam, they know who it was, but they can't speak. Why? Grass shout. they'd rather let this family suffer for the rest of their fucking lives than the cunt that killed them. It's weird, isn't it? I blame the police for it all. Police invented informers. They did, mate. Police invented informers. Anyway, let's move on. And because they invented that shit, that community's trapped in it. They're trapped in it. You've got like families that can't say nothing. The doors have been kicked in, the fella's being cut to fuck, and they've just got to get on with it. Can't even go to the feds. And that's multiple situations like that in our cities. There's people getting seriously fucking harmed, but because they're not getting murdered, you don't hear about it. Honest to God, it's horrendous what's going on. Why? Because no one can snitch. Police invented that shite. It was invented to be given to us. And look what it's done. You've got families destroyed, even though they know the murderer has just cruised past their front door. You know, these kids live on your street, they're a mile up the road. Mum's got to come out and still take nieces and sons and nephews to school. That dad can't do no more. Seeing that cunt's fucking bed, knowing quite well, that cunt knows. She knows her fella's done this. But mum who's lost son, she just hasn't got the strength. She just hasn't got the strength to go over and fucking wall this cunts everywhere. They're broke inside. All of them, and it goes right through the fucking family. Why? Because the Queen's broken. It's the same with mums who's lost a son because they're lifed off. Heart shattered. Feel ashamed. Can't even fucking mix or nothing no more. They end up in this little enclave of tight community people, and it's all fucking messy. It's horrible. I can't stand it, mate. No one's speaking on it. No one seems to want to do fuck all about it. Why? Because they're all shit scared. And that's it at the end of the day. They're shit scared of the repercussions of what comes with these. I know what that... Look, there's certain people in that fraternity that are decent, dangerous, hard, fucking powerful individuals. But the rest are just perverted, dirty, poisonous pieces of shit. And they're the cunts that are doing this madness. Anyway, just look at your estate. Does it look fucking good, does it? Look at the boss cars on your estate. Who's got them? Is that fucking good, is it? You're sat there without fuck all, and that cunt up there's got everything. Why? Because he's destroying every fucking family in your road. Doesn't matter what substance you're using, it's coming from men or that. Look at yous, like, what the fuck's happening to yous? Look at the people. Look at your streets in Liverpool. Cruise round Breck Road. Cruise round Rice Lane. Cruise round where there's a heavy drug problem, and that's fucking everywhere. And look what you're looking at. You've got sons, mums, daughters, nanas, babies, boys and girls. It doesn't matter. All walking round fucked. Fucked. Your kids are looking at this. Your kids are playing with them. Kids are chilling with them like it's fucking meant to be. You've got 14-year-old kids chilling with a 35-year-old fucked up crackhead. You think this is great? Crackhead's got all boss clothes on. Why? Because he's running around like a fucking helmet. These drug dealers are fucking dressing him. Well, the smackheads that are dressed well. There's a reason they're dressed well. The fuck's wrong with you? They're sitting on guns, they're sitting on this, that and the fucking other. That's why that smackhead looks well off. Trust me. Not on about the ones in recovery. They're not smackheads. I'm on about the ones that are still smoking this shit and doing horrendous crimes to support their habits. And there's loads of them. Everywhere. Why? Because we've been creating them. We've been creating crackheads and smackheads. Why? Because they were just the boys. The only thing they can't be trusted with is the stash. Everything else, the sweet as. Take that there, lad. Bang that over there, lad. Go and let shots off of that house, lad. They're all smackheads. Crackheads. Look, when we were growing up, you had our mates smoking crack. That's 25 years ago. What do you think's happened since then? Or do you reckon it's slowed down? It doesn't. It speeds up and goes lower in age. Just like cocaine. Cocaine, when I was younger, you'd have a certain age taking it. When I get out of jail, I've got my 13-year-old niece, my brother's daughter, banging fuck out my door at 3:30 in the morning, crying her eyes out, telling me some little dirty scumbag fucking drug dealer had been given a cat, been given a coke, and doing what the fuck he wanted with her. Can't stand the cunts, mate, honest to God. Some of them know what they're doing, don't they? You must know what you're doing when you're giving shit to a 13-year-old girl, 14-year-old girl. Mustn't you? When you're 17 and 18. Don't think it's not happening to yours. Drug dealers are all the same. I've been telling you, the nonsense. Fucked. Trust me. They just hid it well. Now they can't hide it. You know, it comes out in the end, doesn't it? You know, they've been bang at it with these Pakistani grooming gangs, your local gangsters. They're the ones that put the shit up the girls. They're the ones that keep the victims quiet in your communities. It's happening under your fucking noses. The people that make them scared of the gangsters. Every community that's suffered with this shit, it's been the criminal fraternity that's terrified the people, not the perpetrators. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They're just the same in my books. Like, if you're going to go and take one out, you might take a room of 20. Shit they're doing to our way of life, our people. I don't know why you can't see it, everyone's fucked off it, and you still can't see it. Everyone's fucked off it, and you can't see it. Look how many lads are in jail. You can't see it. Even if they're not in for supplying, they're in for doing shit because they wanted it. You've got 3 types of people in prison. You've got 3 types of people in prison. Nonsense, drug dealers, and drug takers. That's it. Doesn't matter if he's a murderer. He murdered because he was a drug dealer. Do you get what I'm saying to you? If he weren't a drug dealer, he wouldn't have went on to murder. Fact. Majority of these fucking idiots, if they weren't involved in that fuck up, they wouldn't become murderers. Especially these gunman kids. I need to get off this subject. It's fucking annoying the shit out of me. I'm going to have a little breather and then come back on and discuss what I wanted to discuss in the fucking first place. The unsolved murder of the young boy Alex Cox and others. At this moment, I'm just getting dragged into a fucking mad place and I can feel myself. So I'm just going to bail for 20 minutes or something, alright? I'll see you in a minute. You know what's mad about it? They're paying to be controlled. Fucking weird, mate, the way they've got yous all. Anyway, I'm just like yous. But I'm not conditioned like yous. It's the only difference between me and you, lad. Honest to God, I was once conditioned by the system. Now I'm conditioned by the universe. You're still conditioned by the system. I'm still watching you move like sheep. I'm still watching you lock into Coronation Street like it's fucking real. I'm still watching you fucking getting absorbed in... Not all of you, but the majority of you are fucked. And I'm probably insulting you because you can't see you're fucked, so who the fuck's he saying I'm fucked? That's how it works, mate. That's what happens with me. I make you look at yourself. And when you look at yourself, you're starting a process. And the first look at yourself you never like. So but if you're smoking bifters, and purposely for the last week I've been going bifter, bifters, bifter, bifters, bifter, biff. Haven't I? Every one of you there I smoke bifters are thinking. You're questioning why you're smoking bifters. So because you're questioning yourself, you start going, hang on, who the fuck's he? You start coming at me. Because you're looking at yourself. Honest to God, that's how it works. Yes, Liverpool 24. I could be saying shit like, you little fucking cokehead. Somebody will take it and go, fuck. Question why am I taking that? But then somebody will take it on board and go, gee, you can't see the fuck they think he can't fucking that. You know, instead of admitting they're fucked on whatever they're dealing with, they project it back at you. And this is what comes, because I instigate a lot of thought. I provoke a lot of thought. So I can have you looking at yourself for a moment on some subjects I'm speaking about. Some of you will take it, some of you will hate me for it. Because you don't like what you're seeing. Some of you will admit and accept there's a little issue here with me on the back of what's happened said there. I need to correct this and move forward. Others will just go, no, you coke sniffing cunts and that, you haven't got a clue. Them opioids. The mad aren't them opioids like that. See, when you do your pies, what happens when you do your pies, people? This is what happens, right? You leave your foil on, don't you? So you'll put your pie in there and you'll cook it. And then you'll take your pie out and the top's all nice the way you love it. But then underneath you got them soggy grey patches on the paste, haven't you? So what you do, you let it cook to a certain substance, no, a certain, like, strength. Take it out, bang it back in the oven. Then you get all the base of it, that nice crusty brown pop of pastry. I'll show you in a minute. Chicken pie, chicken pie, chicken pie. Chicken pie, chicken pie, chicken pie.
Joining us live on Sky News, coming across TBS 28 happy with us. We reflect on the author Darren Gee.
Look at that, look at that, look at that. I'm gonna fucking demolish this now, like I demolished your ma's muff the other night. No stopping me the other night, lad. Your ma was great. French Prime Minister's resigned after a month.
Our political parties are continuing to adopt a stance.
Yes, Johnny, Liverpool 24. Tony is. Not an Amy, Jolene. Got Kev saying, do you sleep on here? No, I sleep on your ma's face, lad. Little creme.
That's true of the centrist bloc, but also of the other parties. The opposition parties.
How are you, Molly?
To join the central bloc in government, but
Proper bit of grub. I know, I need to get back on eating properly. I don't know how it is, lad. If we get into a rumble and you haven't got the right amount of energy in me, I'm just going to fatigue that fast. Not get out of breath, but fatigue.
Siobhan, I think it's fair to say French politics really not going well, not just today, but in recent years.
That's exactly right. If you thought France was facing a crisis a month ago, it's just got a whole lot worse. Sébastien Lecornu is the 7th Prime Minister under Emmanuel Macron and the shortest ever serving Prime Minister in the history.
The pastry on the pie is a beautiful.
Days in office. So what went wrong? Why did
What's up, El Pez? Like you?
He basically seems to suggest that what he was working with was
I'm sound like just eating a pie.
that they were a minority coalition, but the parties within it seemed to
I want to just pick it up and eat it like a pie. But it's roasting. So I'll pick it off till it cools down, then eat it like a pie.
That France is facing massive issues.
You know what I'm saying?
It's got the largest public debt in the Eurozone. That's spiralling to more than 3 trillion euros. So stuff needs to be sorted out fast. And this budget problem...
So I just started to talk too much shit, you know, lad.
Took the scalp of his predecessor.
Dad's N80. He's off the comment section, lad. I don't want to block you. You seem like a nice man.
Forward solutions, for example, scrapping 2 public holidays and making cuts of 44 billion. So what happens next? That's the big question. And Emmanuel Macron basically has 3 options. Firstly, he can appoint
Liverpool 24s, Sagan Lopez.
He hasn't got many candidates that he'd favour left, and he doesn't want to give it to a left.
No sauce on it. Why do you could do with a bit of brown sauce, I suppose.
The next option would be calling a new parliamentary election. Now that is something that the far right party is really keen on. The reason they're so keen on is because they're likely to get a majority. He doesn't want to risk that. So in the past, Macron has ruled that out. And then the third...
Any advice for first time going to jail?
He's meant to stay in office until May next year. There are growing calls today for him to quit.
Let me start off by calling you a soft cunt.
In the past, but something needs to happen quickly because France's problems simply aren't going away.
Siobhan, joining us live.
Let me tell you, when you go to jail and come out the other side,
Turn our attention to a story that's on the live blog on the Sky's
you're going to be a fucked soft cunt.
It's almost exactly 2 years on from the October 7th attacks, and delegations from Israel have come out heading to Egypt.
From a cold point of view,
US President Donald Trump says he wants the
that's jail for the first time for you. You're going because you're a soft cunt. When you come out the other side, you're going to be a fucked soft cunt.
Massive bloodshed.
So you need to know that.
Across to Jerusalem, our international correspondent Alex Ross.
Other than that, riding like you ride a fucking bike. Oh, then again, you've got no legs. You're being on a lecky one all your life, haven't you, soft lad?
What we're going to see are indirect talks between Hamas and the Israelis. They
You mate.
obviously directly facing each other.
Johnny, you never thought about
and
what?
there'll be mediators to go between them, talking
Bonnie the
about
Brave. No, me's Adam. Oh, you Adam.
contention, which we do
What have I
know
missed?
are going to
Yes, easy.
rise. What we have at the moment is effectively the Israelis.
What are you going on about, lad?
Trump's 20-point plan, and Hamas conditionally.
Yes, Melissa.
To the plan.
Bonnie the Brave.
The release of the
Arthur Dent.
and the withdrawal of Israeli forces.
The Pink Creams, Glasgow. God bless you, Darren. And you, Leon, mate. I hope Christ fulfills your spirituality and let your consciousness roll like thunder through this cosmos.
Both sides are in basic agreement that they are going to move ahead with it. But this
Don't really eat mushrooms, but today in this pie, I'm eating mushrooms.
In this war, this bloody conflict, which has gone on for nearly 2 years to the day. It's the anniversary of October the 7th, or the 2-year anniversary of October.
So you are smacking me teeth.
Tomorrow, but there are still
It's this side when I chomp on this side, still a little bit mad.
That said, Donald Trump.
How are you, Fazzy? Good.
An enormous amount of personal influence to bear. Certainly on the Israeli side, it's been described here by commentators.
Oh, hopefully we're getting some deal going on.
Benjamin Netanyahu to act.
But that's all it is, my people. It's a deal.
Even though we know that
It's an end to war, but not peace.
if you look at the details of the plan,
As I say,
in the future of a
too many Gazans being slaughtered for any sort of fucking peace to come, especially when they're not getting justice.
contingents within his coalition, they're vehemently opposed to that. But he is saying to Hamas they will be completely obliterated if they don't agree to it.
No?
So we
Nothing
are
is.
expecting some movement. Now, if it happens, the
So all this
expectation
puppeteering that you see in the politics do, all this puppeteering that you see in Donald Trump do, like he's not like the rest of them. Come on, let's have it right. It's all puppeteering. At the end of the day, they're going to have another ceasefire. And the people, when the dust settles, are going to look round and go, what the fuck have they done to us here? What about the Palestinians and the Gazans, by the way? They're going to turn around and go, what the fuck? And you think giving us a peace deal is justice? And unless these people get justice for the families and what's happened, you're never, ever, 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 ever going to have peace unless it's forced. And forced peace is control. It's how they're devaluing it all over the fucking place, mate.
Oh, Dave, no shaking again.
Peace to strength doesn't work. Never has done, never fucking will do. It's peace to control. When you start using the word strength in anything, it's about control of stuff, isn't it?
Aches, pains, cramps, and reduces swelling.
Have you got the strength to control that weight? Have you got the strength to withhold this attack?
Try revise it, the best kept secret for ages.
Have you got the strength to make them stick to the peace deal? That's all it is.
I switched on my own light.
Consanti. But they've got us thinking, oh, they're making peace. Shut up. I've stopped 8 wars around the world. No, you haven't. You've given about 5 billion to these fucking corrupt governments to stop fighting while you're in power.
Discover your glow. Liz Earl Glow Range. Own your light.
You might think people
Money's power, power's strength, isn't it? That's the way they look at it.
Yes, that does happen. You see, becoming more, shall we say, experienced has its advantages. Like Saga's 5-star rated car insurance, designed for people over 50.
Well, that's what you've got, isn't it?
No claim discount, even if you're hit by an uninsured driver.
The strength to say no.
For some reason it's award-winning. Call or visit saga.co.uk.
And then if you've got the strength to say no, what have you got? Conflict.
Fire pit is more than a source of heat. It's a work of art, handcrafted in Belgium from timeless carbon steel.
Our fire sculptures are designed to last.
It's all weird, isn't it?
Outdoors or in, glow burst sparks moments that matter. Choose Dewdrop for memorable outdoor moments.
It all depends where you are,
To elevate
doesn't it?
indoors. Explore the collection.
I don't mean where your physical being is, I mean where you are consciously. Like where you exist consciously. That's what it depends on how you're seeing things.
Afghanistan now, which is facing an unprecedented
How are you, Mark?
hunger. More than 4.7 million women and children require urgent treatment for malnutrition. That's according to the United Nations. While 90% of children are in food.
Look at Afghanistan now, mate.
The northeast of Afghanistan, where babies are increasingly ill.
Busy getting all the soldiers that topple the fucking place back to this country, but leaving all the families and kids that are fucking struggling to death over there. Can't hear baby screaming like that. It's atrocious, mate. It's weird, isn't it? What's going on around the world? It's not weird. It's only weird when you can see it. Like, can you name one period in your life where there's not been war? I can. And that's when the country would have at its best. It's gone downhill since then. We had a period of no conflict where the country was fucking great, and then we just ended up in all this Iraq war, Afghanistan war, and all these since. Your kids have not witnessed a single day where there hasn't been a war, conflict in the world. Not one day. Doesn't matter how old you are. So have you got any kids like 25 under? What are you on about, Honor? I can't. Proxy war says Taz. No, it's a different thing, lad. Silky glow. I wonder how many calories was in this pie. So 1/3 of this pie would give you 2,000 calories, do you reckon? That's bullshit. That's nonsense. There's not 6,000 calories in this pie. If there was, everyone would be eating one a day. Why to get massive? So if you're 14 stone and you start training but only eat the same amount of food, you're going to lose weight. Why? Because you're still eating the same amount of food you were eating, but now you're exercising. So if you start training extreme, what happens is you get an imbalance. Why? Because you're not eating the same amount of calories that your body needs. But this is all down, this is when you're into being athletical. When you're into sports or you train hard. I think I might have had enough for this pie, do you reckon? There's just too much chicken still in there for it to be not eaten. PJ saying best training split. Anyone, lad, as long as it's push and pull. Push and pull. What do you mean training split, lad? All that's bullshit, to be honest with you, lad. What, you do legs one day, back the next day, or legs and back in one session. As long as you push and pull, you'll be fine. So, if you understand the push-pull theory, on the Monday, push. Tuesday, pull. Wednesday, push. Thursday, pull. Friday, push. Simple as that. You've got an array of pushing exercises and you've got an array of pulling exercises. The pulling exercises will concentrate on your axial, on your posterior and your axial, and your pushing exercises will focus on the frontorial. All this, your mirror muscles. Your pulling is the axial and the posterior. Pushing, frontorial. If that's right. It is right, I know it's right. Otherwise I wouldn't be telling you it's right. The words might be different than what you use. Well, because I'm going back 20 years. You use all mad terms for shit that doesn't make sense to me. Why? Because 20 years ago it was completely different detail about what you were speaking on. Like the kids of the day using mad things for exercise, and I'm going, that's not called that. And that's not what you do that for. Back then it was set in stone, you do this for that, that for that, that for now. It's just all, why? Because you've got too many so-called fucking experts in the field. It's like anything. Squeeze as much out of it as they fucking can. So look, I'm your PT. You come to me. I'll make sure you know the technique for every fucking exercise you're doing whilst you're with me. Why? Because I want to get rid of you in 6 weeks. I want you to come to me, understand how to train, understand the technique to train, understand the positions to help you train, and then I'm going to fuck you off. Ta-da! There's a gym. You've been in the gym with me for 6 weeks. You know how to use every piece of equipment. I've put the confidence in you. You're seeing it yourself now because you're starting to develop. Off you go on your own little journey. You don't need me as a comfort blanket like a fucking kid. And all these dickhead PTs want to make themselves a comfort blanket for you. Why? Because they get your money every fucking month. Some of you've had a PT for 2 years. What the fuck? Haven't you earned enough off this cunt? Doesn't matter what the industry is, the point I'm making is they drag it the fuck out for as long as they can. I could sit you in a class and teach you about most things in an hour. But if you go to a college, then most things that you can learn for an hour is taking you 6 months. Dragging the shit out of it. You're going to sit in a class to get your PT skills. I don't know how long is it these days. They go, get a PT in 2 weeks. Liar. Get a PT course in 28 days, fully qualified. Liar. You go there and you go, you got this, but then we need this, so set you up. So you got to put money in. And then we need this. No, for you to become a PT. Very expensive, isn't it? And most of the shit you're learning, you're never going to use. Ever. Dragging it out for as much as they fucking can. You need this qualification now, you need this one, this is going to cost you £90, this is going to cost you £100, but don't worry, we'll help you, we'll give you a loan. Yeah. Cunts they are, mate. Whereas I'm not on it there, I'm not on the money thing. So when I start my fitness page, you won't need to pay for advice. I might do something extreme, like a hard workout, and give you a link. But everything else you're getting for frilly-nilly. You'll see videos explaining how to help you squat properly, but you won't have to pay for it. And I've always been like this, right through, like, just giving you advice on how to train. I could make Brewsters on it. Training is to help people, like, not make money off the fucking difficulties, mate. Look how many people, due to trauma, depression and other ailments within themselves, use the gym and PTs to help them conquer that. These people should be getting in touch with a PT who's going to instill the confidence in them, inspire them, give them every fucking bit of information they need to lift the weight properly so they don't pull the back, do the technique right so they're not ripping nothing later on and all this shit. And then just first 3 weeks give them the shit, next 3 weeks observe them in the gym while you're in the same space. You stand over there, do your own workout, he's cracking on with the workout you've given. But if you get stuck, you can just walk over and go, hey, what's this one? And then go back over and conquer it. A few weeks of that, he doesn't need you over there. A few weeks of this by himself over there, it means he's going to interact with people again. So you'll get used to interacting for the equipment, or for this or for that. That's the way PT should be doing it. Not keeping you on board for 12 months trying to get £500 off your or something every fucking year, along the other 100 that's doing it. I think the whole industry needs to get fucking shifted in the right order. Look, that type of doing it is, you don't see people doing it. You've got people who will enroll you into things, commit you to them things. Why? Because it's money driven. You know, you'll have a schedule. Once you're on this membership, you've got a schedule, and this cunt wants you to fuck the schedule up. Why? So you fucking, he doesn't have to work with you today. You've got PTs sitting there hoping people cancel. Do you get what I'm saying? When you're in the game like that, with that attitude, with that sort of fucking fire in your belly, there's no fire there, is there? For you need to bail. You know, if you're on your PT job and you're hoping people cancel on you so you can go and do, just fuck that off, because you're not treating your people right. Your mind's elsewhere. That's what happens with a lot of people, you know. They're fully focused and they're flying, but then they start getting dragged all over the gap from the not flying as much, not continuing the process. So yeah, it'll probably cost you fucking Brewsters to have 6 weeks with me, but at least you're ready for the big wild world of the gym, isn't it? I'll be doing 6 weeks with some of yous anyway. Why? Because it'll just be on here live. Look, I was doing lives every morning, circuit training every morning with my people, and the same crowds that were trying to cancel me because I was getting recognised for me training of the morning. I'm not bullshitting you this. You might think it's another wire. It's not. This is how it went down. I'm getting cancelled by these dickheads, but I'm just cracking on. I'm doing circuits every morning on a live, and I'm getting big numbers and people are joining in where they are and that, doing the workouts with me. Next minute, from nowhere, I see Tyson Fury and his whole fucking family doing morning circuits. He can't train the cunt, but he's doing circuits. Why are you millionaires all of a sudden popping onto TikTok with your whole fanboy of a morning doing circuits? PJ says he remembers those circuits. That's what I'm saying, mate. It's like everything I was doing, they were shutting down on me, you know, taking the traffic away from me. It's weird. You don't, like, the dynamics of it all, you probably won't understand what I'm on about. I weren't aware that out here is built on views. All these weird people that I'm speaking on, their world is click and followers and subscribers. Why? Because it brings revenue these days. So they're all aware of how to manipulate the crowds to get the traffic towards them. And when you've got someone who's just in the limelight on social media for whatever reason, doing these things, and they're saying, wow, he's getting fucking major pull here. They're stepping into that space. And because they're more connected to people, they just, so I can speak on things. So I remember I was in a mess and I'd done a very, very, very powerful fucking speech next to a train station. It was a speech of trauma. I'm sat next to a train station on me last fucking lassies and I'm caving in on a live. But through that caving came a very passionate, powerful fucking speech on mental health. It got shut down, so I lost the live. I couldn't re-upload the live. 2 nights later, you got Paddy Pimbley screaming. I'm just thinking, wow. Did you watch me? That's what I was thinking. Did you watch me that morning? Because that's what it fucking looked like. Yes, Donna. You know, let me tell you this, right? And this is what you need to understand here, people. You know, when you're full of wisdom and you're not read from a book and you say stuff, no one else has read that shit nowhere. So when they're repeating your shit, you know. Does that make sense to you? I don't chat from a fucking textbook. I chat from experience, knowledge, wisdom. I've gained it over years and years and years. So when I sit here and I say phrases or I say things or give you a powerful speech on something and it's fucking deep as fuck, no one should be saying my shit. But I'll get cut down, I won't get access to that live, it'll be gone. And then people are spinning the narrative I spun a day ago. My narrative, my wisdom, my knowledge. Happens all the time. But I can recognise my shit because it's come from me and that's mine now. Why are you talking on that? Why are you saying that's my shit? You can't read my shit from a book, so he must be relating to my shit. It's hard to explain to use that at dumb. But use that and you'll fucking understand exactly what I mean. So you know when you get to a workbook, say you get to The Secret and you start reading this shit book called The Secret, you're just like all them other fucking thousands that start screaming, oh, the secret book, the secret book. Do you understand what I mean? Same dynamics. You're sharing information from a book. So when you start speaking, if I've read that book, I know you're speaking from that book. Does that make sense to you? Look, you see that spiritualist there that thinks they're spiritual and they've had DMT and they've read The Secret, right? I can identify them a mile away. Why? By the shit that comes out the mouth. I've heard it 1,000 fucking times. I've read it. You haven't heard me 1,000 times and you haven't read what I'm fucking saying. So when I'm saying this shit, then all of a sudden people are screaming it but getting the applause. People are screaming it but getting the traffic. People are screaming it, getting the attention, getting what they should. You know, the power of it. I'm giving you these powerful bubbles of wisdom and knowledge and experience, and people are stealing it and taking the power with them. And I can hear when they're using my wisdom, my experience and my knowledge. So if I sit on here now and scream something powerful and then go away, it doesn't matter where I am or what I'm doing, if it comes back to me. It's like I see a video, someone using my fucking narrative, basically just jumbled me words up but hit the same notes, hit the same narrative. And I just know you've fucking got that off me, you cunt. That's why you hear me screaming about that Andrew Tate. Fake bastard, mate. Honest to God. He's copied me when I've done little dances and shit and went viral on the back of them. You know the way you've always seen me do these little shuffles and these little dances and all this, always, since you've got on me. He's kicked some of these and fucking went viral on them and I went, you little cunt, I was doing that dance 3 years ago. It's mad, you know. Now, you don't think that because you think they're in a different space. You think they're right down there and they've got millions and they've got this and they've got that. When it comes to the end of the day, they're locked behind 4 walls. It doesn't matter what you've got behind them 4 walls. You can have a full fucking family and be Tyson Fury and troll people. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You know, they're all the fucking same. If you're relevant on these platforms and you're making a fucking voice, they're watching you. They mightn't admit it. They mightn't say, oh, a fucking Darren Gee, yeah, I've watched him for years, or da-da-da-da-da. But they have, and they do. And that's the way it is. All these mad celebrities get access to us. And they watch us. They don't say, oh, I watch him or big it up in a column section or on their own videos because of who you are and the stain it'll bring to their sponsors and their agencies and shit like this. Anyway, that's just the way I feel. Some call it self-centered because it is. I'm self-centered and anything that comes from here I can identify straight away. Just like you can. If you knew how to, which you do, because I'm encouraging you to do it. What do you reckon it is? Go in on yourself. Simple but solid. Simple to try, but solid to break through. But if you keep on going, you'll get through. Self-aware. Getting too cold now, you can't really eat these when they're cold. Just chew my food on this side more, you know, to get... This took a lot of chewing the last few weeks, because that side was fucked, so I need to, like... symmetrical sort of stuff. Balance. Another creature, another account. Ta-ra. Rebalance, is it? I don't know. Redevelop. Because everything you don't remain consistent with, any joint, any muscle, if you don't use it consistently, it degenerates, if you like the muscle mass degenerates. So when you get a plaster on your leg, plaster caris, castum plaris, or whatever they call it these days, caster plaster, what do they call it? Anyway, you never used to get one on your arm or your leg if you broke them, and then when you took them off it would be well skinnier than the other one, less form than the other one. That's because you haven't used them, they've lost it. So if you continue to use it, so where I've my mouth being fucked here, and I've been overcompensating here, this would have lost a lot of muscle mass around it. So now I've got to build it again by eating my food on here again. Happy-go-lucky saying muscle wastage. Yeah, they call it degeneration or something. Or something along them terms. That's it, lad. That's plaster Paris. That's what it used to be called. Oh, go away, you little turd. Sweaty trolls. You aren't getting a mention. I'll mention you when I want. And when I do mention you, it's always bad. Why? Because you're bad fucking helmets. All yous. You know, you've got this fucking fight club, and the owner of it got fucking shut down off the people that run it. Weird, aren't they all? They're all just strange pussycats, aren't they? Pissheads, coke sniffers, old man beaters, women beaters. That's what you're dealing with. Where I come from, like, you don't harm children or the old. You don't go near the old, mate. You don't go near children. You don't go near women with your hands. That's where I'm from. Anyone else that's not from that space in the mind, like, you're all atrocious to me. All dirty, dying fucking breeds, mate. Every fucking one of yous remind me of me fucking dad. And that's not nice. Yes, Paula. It is what it is, isn't it? You know, look who targets me. And look who I respond to. And it doesn't matter, you know, like, I'm going to bump into these people, and it doesn't matter if there's 2 or 3 of them. It's not strength in numbers with me, it makes you vulnerable, that shit, like. Honest. More people coming at me, the more people can be injured. That's the way I look at it. You step to me, mate, I only need something the size of my thumb. After 6 years, I'll get every one of you. And that's what I'm like, that's what you learn. You know, when you've been in jail all your life, you've got to learn to defend yourself differently. So if you've not been in a cell with your back turned and had 5 inmates bursting on you with weapons and trying to fucking do you, well, you haven't really got a fucking clue of where I'm coming from. But when you've gone through enough of them situations, you develop a survival instinct. You develop ways of harming as many as you can before they get out the fucking cell. Because that's what they do. They come in, rush you, and then shit themselves and get off when they realise they can't do nothing. The best thing ever, the smallest, most dangerous, most fucking, you can improvise with it as much as you fucking like, a scalpel. It's all you need, a scalpel. That is big. Trust me, that. Serious damage off every cum that comes at you. And you've only got to swing twice. Happy-go-lucky. Obviously, I don't encourage you to use such things. I encourage you not to enter this sort of life. Don't come into these sort of places. These spaces of violence and dirt and poison and envy and all the other dirty shit that exists. That's what goes on in a life of crime. Choose a life, not a knife has always been, first and foremost, telling you lot not to get involved in my life. First and foremost, from the get-go, screaming at you, do not get involved in my life. Look what it fucking does to you. And that's still the case now. Use lads that are looking at me now. Don't use knives. Don't use guns. Don't use drugs. Treat and respect women accordingly. Protect all fucking children. Do not go down the path and end up where I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a fucking life. And this life is very fucking violent, very traumatic. Don't use following my fucking footsteps. The message will always stand. Why? It doesn't matter if I'm cutting throats all over the place down there. I'll still be screaming. Choose a life, not a knife. Don't end up in a situation you can't fucking get out of. Yes, Molly, Paula. There's loads of lads stuck in it. And they haven't tried as hard as me to break from it. And they haven't had as much people trying their hardest to make you fuck up and come back to this world. If I go back to that world, they've wanted me to step back into there for 6 or 7 years, these cunts. If I choose to go back into that world, then I'll go back into that world. Doesn't alter the message. Doesn't alter the message at all. The message is still going to get screamed about from me and whoever. Do you understand what I'm saying? What will the message be? Like it's always been. Choose a life, not a fucking knife. Don't get stuck in this way. Don't get stuck in this path. Don't get stuck in this shit situation I'm stuck in. I'm not the only one who's stuck. I'm stuck in my own unique way. Why? Because I've done my own unique thing since a kid. I've always been out of the crowd. I've always gone against them. I've never done what they were doing. Ever. Even when I was in crime, I weren't mixing with the cunts. I weren't doing what they were doing. You just don't know the ins and outs of them fucking... They're all... Look. I need to just shut up on them because I'm going to start fucking fuming. You need to understand what the fuck you're dealing with out there, people. There's a lot of yous who know what I'm on about, but you just keep yourself to yourself and you're just floating through it. But you need to start voicing your fucking... You need to start giving your energy out. If you're not liking what you're seeing in your community, you need to start fucking umming and ahhing about it. You need to stop associating with certain people. You need to let the lads on your estate know, instead of smiling and showing them all this fucking fake respect. Snarl at them. Give them a bad look. I've told you this years ago. All it takes in them young minds is the community not looking at them right. A few of the lads there will question, wow, they're normally nice with me, how come they're blanking me, how come they're nasty with me? It has an effect on the mind of the decent kids. So look, on your estate you'll have a group of kids at the bottom right, and they'll be doing the mad shit, but because you've known them since a kid, when they're walking past you or coming past your house, and hiya Jack, or hiya Bill, or hiya, you alright, yeah, how's your mum, is everything okay? And they feel like it's... but you know, when that's been happening for a while, and then all of a sudden we walk past this woman, and they're getting scowled at, and they're getting like blanked, the decent kids within this group feel like a guilt type thing and think, oh, I wonder what I've done to her, I wonder why. The other ones won't give a shit. It's normally the ones that don't come off your estate don't give a shit. And what you've got on your estates these days is a mix. You haven't got whole homegrown kids. You'll have 2 or 3 kids that's born on that estate, but then the rest of them have come from that estate down there, that estate down there. So they haven't grown up with the presence of this nana or this mother or that granddad down there. There's no little, there's no way the neighbours have come out when these lads are kids and turn them sweets or a few pounds or ask them to be quiet and give them something to go away. You know, built some sort of rapport with them. So when you've got these groups on the estate now, the only people that the community can appeal to really is the homegrown kids off the estate. So when you've got a gang of fucking helmets with these 3 decent kids, you've got fucking... If you show them 3 kids that you're not happy with them, they feel it, and it has a mad impact on them. They question what they're doing. It does, it has a mad impact. It did on me. And I know it has, it's an emotional impact. It's a guilt impact. It's like someone that you've got a fondness for most of your life is now spun on you overnight. Makes them lads question themselves, and they'll change their ways. Oh, look at the state of you, fat fod. Get out of here. We all know why you've came in here, don't we? Hey? Get out of here, fat fod. Go and chill with Tommy Robinson and all them little creatures from Scotland. How are you, Sarah, right? Go and watch your fella that's a bare knuckle fighter. Watch him get his face punched in. Come back to yours while you're nursing him, talking to you like shit. Carry on with yourself, fat fod. Let's get rid of you as well, lads. So she was supporting, was she, yeah? Putting her fingers up. Supporting what? What was she supporting, mate? Sassy Claire. I don't need no one's support, to be honest with you. To be truly 100% honest with you, you're either going to share the message and tell kids to fucking stay away from crime and drugs and all the other bullshit, or you're not. I'm not too arsed. I'm not arsed. It doesn't stop me from shouting what I'm shouting. You know, if I've got people coming in here watching me and they're not even contemplating about what I'm preaching about, they're not supporting fuck all, are they? Just coming in to chat shit, coming in to target people in the comments, coming in to say mad stuff about other people that they want me to scream about. As I say, this year I'm just flowing through it. Do what I want, say what I want. Got a problem with it, I don't give a shit. As long as I complete my 10-year plan, I'm an happy guy. Yes, Momo. If I can make some of yous happy along the way, fantastic. If I make a lot of yous fucking hateful, it's your own fault, you're fucked. Not my fault, yous are fucked. Is it? It's just not my fault, yous are fucked. I let you know you're fucked and you can't handle it. Not all yous. I'm not even speaking about yous. I'm speaking about them. I don't expect any of them to be watching me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when I'm saying yous lot, I don't even know why I'm fucking saying yous lot. Because look, let's have it right. I don't expect them to be watching me, but they are. I don't expect them to be sat there like dirty little fuck-ups listening on, but they do. If they could come in on the normal platforms, they would, but they're all blocked. Straight up, so they're setting fake profiles up and coming in. Even when I'm blocking that Paul Venus and all these people from Danny Christie's corner, they were all in here the other week. I've just went through the last few weeks going block, 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 block. They can't handle it when they're not here listening. It's how they are, it's like a catching of birds. No, they're not getting in on the jangle, they get all, they need to know what you're saying. Especially that shower of shit up there, they were all just fake. They're all just weird fake kids, mate. Got relevance off fighting and they're not even good fighters. Do you understand what I mean? All of a sudden you've got this space of bare knuckle fighters and the people that were first in there got recognised the most. Doesn't mean they're great. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hear loads of people going, Danny Christie can fight, Danny Christie can fight, but you ask a real fighter and they'll tell you fucking straight he hasn't got a clue what the fuck he's doing. Straight up. No ifs or buts, like. The The only people I can say he can fight is these little fat creatures and that play games and never really have a go themselves. You'd have a few other people that just fear him because he can take a hiding more than what he can give. You know, if you can take a hiding, it's good. Mike should always get back up and throw a punch. It's fucking weird what's going on out there, mate. Kids used to want to go into spaces of like mad stuff. Now they just want to go into spaces of fighting. It's like you're encouraging all of you to punch fuck out of each other. You know, like the kids aren't being encouraged to talk. The youth need to understand how powerful the words are and how quick things can be resolved if you approach it fucking right. If you don't talk, it goes to the madness. The madness doesn't stop. Why? Because you don't know how to start talking. If you did, you would have spoke beforehand. And this is how it goes. Yes, little Pritch, Gene. If you're raising kids to just resort to violence, because that's what you're saying, when you're skipping the first step, you're going straight to the violence. You're going from problem to violence. You're not going from problem, negotiate, solve. It's just going bang, violent. You're missing the step. So when this shit's going too far, you've not got a comeback step. If you're not willing to sit down and talk and negotiate before this shit escalates into a madness, you're definitely not going to be 2 years down a fucking line when someone's dead or something else has gone wrong. You're not going to want to sit down and talk because you won't know how to. It's like one door in, one door out with violence. There's no like, if you don't take the steps, if you don't take the levels naturally, well then you're fucked, you're stuck, if that makes sense. So look, I've gone through an experience as a child, gone through teenage years and whatever, and it's made me extremely violent in my ways. You've got other kids that extremely violent but with no substance. So you can get a violent person that's cold and calculated, and then you can just get a violent person. And what you're raising in today's society is violent people. But the cold calculated ones was raised in violence, not raised for violence. Does that make sense? Yeah, you know, most of your cold, calculated, fucking violent people was non-violent at the beginning. Majority of us were victims. Majority of us were getting bullied to fuck. Proper bullied to fuck. And we develop a unique streak of violence going through. Whereas the young lads today, if you're encouraging them, what's he said to you? Did he? Go and punch his fucking head in. You're creating a violent individual. You're creating one instead of an experience creating it. I'm purposely making my child violent, whereas that man over there, his child has naturally became violent through the experience. You're putting your kid into the space of violence deliberately. And you're seeing all the warning marks. You know, he's coming back with fucked up faces and shit. These are warning marks. What are you doing? Putting your kid through that horrendous situation. You know, as a man, every beating is trauma to you. Every black eye, you can remember who gave you it. Everyone that's broke your nose, you know. Everyone that's harmed you in that world, you can remember it. Why? Because it's traumatic. Why the fuck do you want to put your 13-year-old girl into an MMA gym where they're going to make a spar of 15 and get her nose broke? Why the fuck do you want your daughter's face looking smashed in and shit? It's what you're doing. You're putting them into spaces of violence, what you don't consider violence, but all the warning signs are there. You know, you're getting the injuries, you're getting the crying, broken young girl, you're getting that girl doesn't feel right anymore. It's all coming on the back of the beatings and the mental torture that they go through in these fucking places. There's spaces and places for certain minds, and then there's places and spaces for others. And you don't really want... What we're doing is mixing a lot of it. You see, years ago, you used to have a corner of musicians, and then you used to have a corner of boxers, a corner of football players, and there was all one space. But what you're seeing now is it's all mixed. The spaces are mixed. You've got people doing multiple, so they're not fully focused on the one, so they're not really achieving in the one, and they're not achieving in all four. So if your kid focused 100%, 100, I don't mean went to karate but then watch football and play football on a computer. That's not 100 focused. But if your kid was going to karate and then when he came home he was absorbed in karate content and he was watching movies to do it, spiritual karate essence and all this, well, that's 100, and that kid will absolutely come through at the end of that. When he's focused on a bit of football, MMA, this, he's all over the place, and he ends up getting bored with it all because he's not achieving in any of it. He's achieving ego, he's achieving status amongst the group of boys he's around and whatever, but he's not achieving spiritually from it, so he gives up on it. It all falls to the sidelines. So if you're putting your daughter into dance, but then she's coming home and watching bullshit on the telly, it's taking the focus, it's taking it all away from it. You know, if she went into a room, if she's going to dance 4 times a week and she wants to be this big professional, but then she's going into a room with boy bands and music artists and this, it's going to distract her from... But if she went into the room and you had dance films on the telly or on Netflix, dance films, all dance orientated, you know, instead of having all this mad shit around the room, had a little bit of dance sequence going on in the room for her, you know, fully enclose her in this space, focused 100 on dance, and she'll become the best fucking dancer anyone's ever seen. Why? Because every other dancer's not focused 100. Just think about if you were focused. Look how far you came in your space, and you know you weren't 100. Don't you? We all get to that place where we go, fucking hell, I could have done more. Straight up, like, you want your kid to become a fucking... You'll see in your kid where they're going to drag you. Your kids create your future. You just gotta let them. You'll see the signs of what your kid's into. Like, I can see my kids now becoming very musical. I can see them becoming very musical already. So I'm giving them instruments. Doesn't matter what it is. If it creates music, they're getting it. Even if it's just sat on the side in the room, they see it every other day. They know it's a music instrument. It's like planting a seed. Kids don't know how to plant seeds, but you can make them plant seeds. Just the way I've said then. So you as an adult, you've got the ability to say to yourself, right, I'm going to be positive today. And that's planting a positive seed in your mind. And then you can water it all day. Keep on watering it. I'm remaining positive. That cunt's not fucking my positivity up. Positive. Kids haven't got that ability. So we're able to plant seeds in our kids. And it can come through image or voice. But it's better through experience. So if I'm in the room with my kids... And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I pull a guitar and start going, way, hey, woo! They'll start laughing and get involved. Hey! It's the experience there, planted that seed. Music makes you happy. Music makes you energy. And then you just leave the guitar in the room. And then put a radio on in the room. And just do little things to like make that seed you've planted grow. Water it from every fucking angle you can. Only little old me. Hope you're alright, mate. On top of all that, what don't you do? Worry. Don't worry about fucking nothing. Say what you want. Be what you want. Just don't harm no one in the process. If you're being harmed in your process, you should be protecting your energy field. You should be backing off these people that are sucking the spirit out of you. Always. Don't ever put your head down. Don't ever... You do what they do. You know, they're screaming madness across social media. That all I do is scream across social media. Do you understand what I'm saying? I've got fucking helmets writing me off that I scream across social media. But all they've ever done at me from the get-go was scream across social media. But when I'm doing it back, I'm a dickhead. But they're alright to do it, aren't they? Do you get what I'm saying to you? So always defend your aura. Always understand you've got an energy field around you and it's very fucking powerful. And all these fuck-ups that are fucked on coke, fucked from DMT, fucked from alcohol, fucked from whatever the fuck they've gone through, fucked because they haven't got no backbone because they're gay, all this mad shit. Look at them, the fuck. You don't let none of them chat shit on you. Look at the fucking state of them. You know what quality you are. You know where you are and what you're all about. Don't dare let a gang of fucking dickheads like, oh, last shower of shit, say anything about you without giving them it back. Don't be scared. They're all knobheads. Every one of them are knobheads, mate. Honest to God. You know, if you've got money, it's easy to get your house burnt down, lad. It's easy to get your shot at. It's easy to get 4 dickheads turning up at your place of work and smashing your fucking windows. All that's piss easy. You know what's not piss easy? Going fuck this. Turning up on your doorstep and taking you and everyone fucking out. And you can't do shit about it. You aren't cut out for it. You can't even do a 2-year fucking sentence without fucking up. So stop trying to portray yourself like you're these big fucking gangsters. You're fucking gobshites, all of yous. Look how you portray yourselves. You're sitting on podcasts like you're a big fucking don. Oh, well, you know, what's coming next from me? Well, you batter our men, you fat prick. You batter our men, you fucking scumbag. Making yourself out to be this big fucking thing. You batter women, you batter our men, you sniff coke, you take steroids, you use Botox, you dye your fucking hair, you're a fucking bitch. Shithouse. You stay in the background giving me shit. You know I'm speaking about you, shithouse. You carry on in the background running your fucking mouth off with your little pyramid crew. You're a gang of fucking puffs. All yous. Anyway, I'm going to go and calm down. Peace out, all 5 shots.